In the sport of track and field, for the most part, people really want to see fast times. And you can run fast times just about anywhere in the month of May. But Grand Slam track ain't just anywhere. It is something different. Because between the last slam in Jamaica and this one in Miami, the word is out on the slams. Because you can no longer just run fast. You have to do it on that stage. And a whole lot of athletes who honestly didn't perform all that well in the first slam came back to this one because they know what it is. Simply put, they realized that Grand Slam track basically built an arena for the fastest athletes in the world to come and compete. When you step in that arena, you get to throw hands. But guess what? Somebody can get knocked out, and if you're not careful, it just might be you. But as a result, in Miami, a whole bunch of athletes decided it was time to stop bringing a knife to a gunfight. And they brought some big guns. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure that you really want to know what happened on day one. So here it is. The action got started in the women's 100 hurdles, where Masai Russell decided that being an Olympic gold medalist wasn't enough, because she's one of those athletes who flat out didn't perform all that well during the first slam. So she came back, and in her first race of this event, broke the American record in the 100 hurdles. I'm not making this up. For that matter, Tia Jones gave her a run for her money because she was right there behind her in that race. But it doesn't matter. The 12 points go to Masai Russell. And as soon as that race was over, the men's short distance group came to the track, where the Olympic podium from the 1500 was going to be competing again. They showed up to the first slam, and they got beat by an 800 runner of all people. So that was not going to happen again. But on that list was Josh Kerr, who really didn't perform that well, but he came back. And this time, he went all the way down to the line with Yared Nuguse. But no, Josh Kerr is the victor. And he kind of told us that much. It was likely going to be him in his post-race interview in Jamaica, because I was listening. And then the action continued in the men's long hurdles, where Alison Dos Santos honestly did exactly what I expected him to. He dominated the event again, just like he did in Jamaica. This time it was so bad that he beat the entire field by almost an entire second. And he won the 400 in Jamaica, so he's likely going to do it again in Miami. But hey, Chris Robinson is definitely going to have something to say about it, who finished second right behind him in the hurdles. And remember when I told you that people want to see fast times? Well, Agnes Neddick apparently got the memo, because she set a new world lead in the women's 5K for the long distance events. But the race of the day, as far as I'm concerned, had to be in the men's long sprints. Because Jereem Richards of Trinidad and Tobago didn't just go out there and win the event. He ran a new world leading time of 19.86 seconds. And the reason why it matters is because I'm going to be real with you. I doubted him coming into this meet. I know he'd run fast in the 200 in the past, but that was then, and this is now. And Alex Ogando was competing in this slam, who just came off of an Olympic final appearance in the 200. He ran what would have been a new world lead of 19.86 seconds. The only problem was Jereem Richards beat him on the thousandths. So if you needed any evidence that the slams are something different, now you have it. But if you're new here, I want to say thank you for even making it this far into the video. And I'm Coach Rob, the founder of SCArecruiting.com, where I rank the best track and field recruits across the entire nation. And if anything that I say actually connects with you, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe. But if I don't, just let me know in the comment section, because I try to read them all. But the action kept on going. In the women's short sprints, a lot of people were excited to watch Gabby Thomas come down to the 100. She'd never broken 11 seconds, wind legal. And unfortunately, this day was not going to be it, because the wind was slightly above the allowable limit at 2.4. But she did break 11, and that got fourth place, because Melissa Jefferson-Wooden went out there and ran 10.75 seconds. I'm not making this up. That is how she won the women's 100. And on top of that, Damari Davis was right behind her. She ran 10.79 seconds. Just consider that 5 women broke the 11-second barrier. I said 5. That means you could break 11 in the women's 100 early in the month of May and get 5th. I'm not making this up. That is Grand Slam track. And then the action continued in the men's long distance events, where Grant Fisher was the reigning slam champion. Well, he's going to have to work a lot harder if he wants to win this one, because he finished second in a race to the line by less than 1/10 of a second to Koskarin, who is a challenger, because he apparently got the memo that the slams are something different. But the final event of the day was the women's long sprints, where we got a rematch once again from the Olympic gold and silver medalists in the 400. And those women ran it back in that event. And this time, the Olympic gold medalist, Marilady Paulino, got the victory over Salwa Eid Nasser. But me just telling you that you got the victory is kind of not doing it justice. So allow me to paint the picture. Because Nasser went out like a shot. It was clear that she didn't just want this victory, she likely wanted a new world lead again, because it still belonged to her already. But Paulino just went and reeled her in. That's what the home straight actually was. Step by step. But by the time they got to that line, it was no longer in doubt. Paulino was the victor. I am very well aware that this is just day one of 3 competitions for a Grand Slam. And there is also a Diamond League meeting that's going to go on in Shanghai. And yes, I will be paying attention. Fast athletes will be competing in both. And we're going to have talented fields. But there is something different about the Grand Slam track stage. Because once you are competing, not even just about the prize money, but specifically on that platform, athletes tend to bring out the absolute best that they have, regardless of where they are in the season, or for that matter in their training. That's why we're getting world-leading times, or for that matter, record-setting times. I didn't know what to expect stepping foot to watch Grand Slam track in Miami, but what I got went far beyond my expectations. And remember, we've still got 2 more days of this. So going into day 2, and for that matter day 3, I fully expect that the athletes are going to bring it. Because now everybody should know that the Grand Slam arena is not something to play with. You can go on and bring a knife to a gunfight if you want to. It's just not going to go so well. Because everyone who's stepping into that ring right now fully understands what it means to compete in the slams. In the sport of track and field, confidence is everything. Because when you win, that is just the moment when everybody else finds out what you already knew to be true. That fast is a lifestyle. Get your fast is a lifestyle track and field gear at scarecruiting.com/shop or use the link in the description below. It's a huge support to me and this channel, so I can continue to make you more content like this. And remember, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe.